I'm going to back us out of here and get going with the card.
Jimmy on the beat, boy.
Okay, boomer. Whatever you say, boomer. Okay, boomer. Whatever you say, boomer. Okay, boomer. Whatever you say, boomer. Okay, boomer. Whatever you say, okie dokie, boomer. BOOMER, please your dusty mood, don't vibe with me. You are old and so therefore I must say 10 for dinosaur. Hey. Okay, boomer. Whatever you say, boomer. Okay, boomer. Whatever you say, boomer. Okay, boomer. Whatever you say, boomer. Okay, boomer.
Jimmy on
Okie
the
dokie,
beat, boy.
boomer.
Oh my God.
Yay! We made it. We made it.
Oh shit! Can you hear Chanda? That's all I
Yes.
care
Can
about.
you guys hear us?
Can you
Can you hear
hear
me?
us? Can you hear us? We got Gremlified. Jack shit says Biden song. Okay, boomer. That's my song. I don't know about roaring like a lion, but if I keep tipping this failing down juice down my neck, I might be a roaring drunk soon. Okay, Chris Foster. Anyway, Jesus Christ. Sorry we're so late, everybody. We just had we got punked. We got
Gremlin, man. We got Gremlin.
we got punked.
Hey, Gamer for Life. Welcome. Glad to see you. Gosh, and all the new faces in the chat. Welcome. This is our kickback Saturday night. We're going to have a little bit of fun. So Oz, take a breath because you just went through 20 minutes of panic and hell. So
I got I don't have my nitro. Do you have my nitro?
yeah, yeah.
Holly Horn loves my shades. Thank you.
I love your look tonight.
You like it? You
I
know why?
do.
I've got this for several reasons. One of them we're celebrating. What are we celebrating, Chanda?
There's a card on the deck. We are celebrating
What number is it?
6.
Number 6. We are celebrating number 6. Oh my God! Guess what?
Yay.
Rockfin! Thanks to everybody for all the support. We jumped 100 subs since last Monday.
Yeah.
So that on Rockfin, that is fantastic. So we had to dress Oz
Can I
up.
tell you?
Yeah.
We just grew one while we were waiting to come in.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That got us over the edge, I think.
Yeah,
So.
it got us over the edge.
No, that's fantastic. Anyway, thank you to everybody, and thank you. Subscribing to Rockfin is where we're going to end up because YouTube's going to give us the tube boot. When you come over, if you sub through us, make sure you follow all of our friends and fams, the Convo Couch. And
Oh, look.
Jackson's and-
Yay!
Oh, yay! Look at
Couch
that!
on.
God,
Love my
dang.
Convo Couch gear.
Yeah. What size shirt is that?
I tell us to send me a large shirt, right? He goes, what size do you want? I'm like, large enough to get my girls in there. He sent me a 3X. How big do you think they are?
Pasta. Take it up with Pasta, man. He's the one that's. I said, I'm not tiny. I know the girls are well endowed. So So anyway, thank you.
Oh, yeah. I sent him a message that said, hey, where's the sticks to this tent?
Yeah. No, I'm glad you got it, and we've got two going out to Amber and Franklin up there in the Seattle
We
area.
love our brothers and
Yeah,
sisters.
we're support. So subscribe to Rockfin, please, if you can through us. If not, through one of our friends, but follow all of our friends and family. That's the message.
We need you right now. It's not just our community, it's your community, and it works because of you guys. And so, it's up to us to save it. That's why, even if I'm busy or something, I'll tune in and just let something play. So that way the creator gets the credit for me watching a whole show, right?
Abso-frickin-lutely.
Like if I'm in the shower doing dishes or something.
Yeah. So do you like my threads? This,
I freaking love them.
Is that
You're
nice?
looking super sharp tonight.
yeah, well, it's nice. I've got threads that are not interchangeable, but my hair is always interchangeable. So that's what I
We
got.
know
I
that.
got little gold buttons and everything. This is steampunk, is what they call it. So I don't
Well,
know.
you need the big steampunk hat now with the big goggles on the round goggles.
Oh, that's where that's from. Yeah, I need the big top hat, and it's got
The big top
goggles.
hat. Yeah, you
Yeah.
just put your rounded goggles on it.
I'll work on that. I will
Yeah.
definitely work on
That'll
that.
complete your steampunk look.
Yeah, Jilly likes my tie. It's got wings on it. Yes, there's a little gold chain on there. See, I go the extra mile for all of you. I really
Yeah,
do.
are you one of those out of work pilots?
Yeah, I am. I am, and I'm crashing and burning every time I show my face on a camera. So, anyway, fair use. There you
Fair
go,
use,
Shanda
fair
Maryland
use.
there, and you got Dumb and Oz, and Dumber is Oz, and there you go. So, I was kind of taken back with this one here. Who the hell is that?
That is Rachel Levine. She is the assistant health secretary for Biden's cabinet. And so she's been kind of being very vocal or out in front of the cameras about our new policies and what we need to be doing. I think that Fauci's credit's so blown to shit. They're trying to shove some new faces out there. But this woman, that's actually her. I mean, the meme is funny just because we talked about anal swabs last week, but
Oh my God.
that's actually her. That's what she looks like. Well, the comedian Tim Dillon, that, I bring Tim all the time, and we're not going to get into, oh, he's left, right, whatever. He's a comedian. He's funny. And he did a little skit this week.
Cool.
My name is Rachel Levine. I'm the Biden administration's new Secretary of COVID. And many young people aren't wearing their masks because they don't think it's lit. But I'm telling you right now, you can turn up and have a great party even with your masks on. And I'm no stranger to partying. I love jellies and buttons and Black Beauties, Abyssinian tea, candy, tranks, circles, erasers, wolfies, jellies, moggies, valleys, eggs, school bus. I love a little Aunt Nora, French fries, Liquid X, Blind Squid, Cat Valium, Green Jet, Special K, Super Acid, African Salad, Herbal Speedball, Electric Kool-Aid, Sugar Cube, Purple Haze, Yellow Sunshine, Big Chief, Cactus, San Pedro, Alice Boomers, Caps, Cow Patties, Fungus, Tweezies, Yellow Fever, Velvet, Skittles, Triple C, Magic Mint, and bath salts. So listen, kids, your new health secretary isn't an old fuddy-duddy. I like robo-tripping as good as the next person, okay? The safest thing you could do is wear your mask, get vaccinated, and then let's fucking get this party started right. Also, after a short battle with COVID-19, the President of the United States, Joe Biden, has passed away.
What? What the hell? I think that list he went down, I was probably at one time, I participated in at least 20 or 30 of those things. So I just, Jesus.
I'll never tell.
No, don't ever tell. I think we need to say hi to our chat. So I've got the Natural Progressive Shayar and Salt Lakers. And who do you have over at Roar Media Live there, Shane?
Oh, man. We got Brent McKinney and Holly Horn. Anthony, welcome. Hey, Julie, Sirius, Karen Daly, Monarch, welcome. Gamer for Life. Let's see who else is in here. I know there's a bunch. Trying to scroll back. Jack, welcome. Human, glad to see you. Dirtbag Leftist, welcome.
I like that Dirtbag Leftist.
Yeah, that's a good name. That's a good name, isn't it?
Too. Where's the
And then
dingo? Where's the dingo?
Dingo was the first one in over at the Roar Media chat. And then, hey, Chris Foster. Chris tipped us $2 over on Roar Media.
Oh, God, I'm glad you got that open. I'm trying to open things back up. We had to do a whole cold boot to get back here. Brett McKinney. Yeah. Cirrus.
Yep.
Yeah, we got it. I think we got everybody so far. Holly Horn. Yeah, cool. Cool. That was a great video. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, it was funny.
That was fun. We're gonna get serious here for a second, all right?
Yeah, you brought this.
Medea Benjamin. You know what? Medea Benjamin, she gets it done. She's been fighting the good fight, and she's like 4 foot nothing. So she gets through to these guys. So let's hear what she's got to say.
Be taking from the past year of dealing with the pandemic are?
I think it's very clear to the American people right now that our biggest threat is not terrorism overseas, but it's terrorists here at home. And of course, the pandemic as the number one threat to the American people and the lack of a healthcare system. And then there's the issues of the recession brought on by COVID and the staggering global inequalities that we face and all of the conflict that comes as a result of that. None of these are things that the Pentagon can deal with. And let's also remember, and I don't know, Crystal, how much the American people realize this, the astounding failure of our military in basically everything it's gotten involved in since 9/11, whether it's Iraq or Afghanistan, Libya, supporting the Saudis in the devastating war in Yemen, no peace in Israel-Palestine. Everything has really been a tremendous failure. So why do we keep pouring massive amounts of money into a military that doesn't succeed in what it sets out to do, even if we're against the goals of overthrowing other governments, and doesn't deal with the crises that we're really facing?
Yeah. Well, and on that point, I mean, we had one of the most manifest failures in that regard right on our own doorstep here, where with all of our national security state spending, they couldn't prevent a few thousand rioters from storming the Capitol here back on January 6th. What does that tell us? And, answer that question of why do we spend so much money on the military if ultimately all we've really gotten out of it is these kinds of failures?
These kind of failures, plus we have the terrible white nationalism within the military itself that's part of the problem. And we also have the problem that we're facing of nuclear annihilation that comes from the very weapons that we've been paying for, and that under Obama, we dedicated over $1 trillion in the next 30 years to modernize. So what it says is that there's a military, industrial, congressional security complex that is unfortunately very alive and well, since we were warned about it from the time of Dwight Eisenhower in the 1960s, and that this is part of the spinning door, I would not even say revolving door, between the Pentagon, the contractors, the lobbyists, the big companies like Raytheon or Northrop Grumman, General Dynamics, and these corporations give a lot of money to our Congress people and into their election campaigns. And it is just this incredible cycle that we're in, where a few big corporations get very wealthy out of continuing wars. There was a meeting of the shareholders of Raytheon just last week, in which the head of the Raytheon said, well, we're a little concerned that the Biden administration has put a freeze on these weapons to Saudi Arabia, but don't worry, there's not about to have peace break out in the Middle East, so there'll still be plenty of profits to make.
You know what?
I had to get to that point because I got to point out some things. Like, you brought this clip, but since you brought it, I'm going to go after it.
All right. I got to say, Salt Lakers, yes, you're right. Medea Benjamin told you to vote for Joe Biden. I get it. And I'd want to hear her explanation again. But you know what? It's just there.
Well, no, the hypocrisy about this is we still ended up with Raytheon in control of the Defense Department. I mean, he literally resigned the morning he got fucking sworn in or whatever.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I have been on the front lines with Medea, the border wall. We were down there to stop the School of the Americas. And don't get me wrong, they're a fucking amazing group. And when they're on the ground on a frontline action, they're pretty powerful in their pink shirts. And, they're pretty fearless. A lot of them little old ladies, grandmas that are going to change the world. But yeah, she did tell us to vote for Biden. I just have no respect for anybody who told me to vote for Biden, because they are giving validity to this broken fucking system by pretending to continue to play in it instead of call it out.
Yeah, I mean, I got so much shit for calling Bernie out for bullshitting us on that $2,000 check this week. I can't tell you. I'm still picking the fruit out of my armpits. But you know what? I do not pledge allegiance to any individual anymore. I will align with those that we have common alignments on the best things for the people. But this crap with Bernie getting on the other day and people saying vote blue no matter who. Jesus Christ, we're just fucked. We need to talk. Oh, I said fucked. We're going to get demonetized. Oh, never mind. We've got to figure out or take an action that really gets to these guys, because we have a duopoly and they're both drinking from the same toilet. So it causes dissension unless we step up and be totally honest and stop
We're not
playing
doing ourselves any favor playing and lying and pretending.
Yeah.
It's just hurting us worse.
And you know what I got? The biggest argument against me, throwing down on Bernie this week was, well, in D.C. you have to play the game or you're not going to get anywhere. And I'd said, what have we gotten from playing this game for the last 4 decades? Nothing. Nothing of it. Okay, whatever we got, the little crumbs that we got. But what we still have that we're trying to eliminate is wars unending, war budgets, military-industrial complex, the new fascist media complex that works for the Biden administration. And it is a fascist media complex.
It's very fascist, yes.
So we got all of our friends that got demonetized this week on YouTube, got demonetized with the same email sitting out at the same time. That's not a coincidence. So, anyway, sorry. I'm just really sensitive about that sort of stuff.
No, I mean, I thought you brought this because, Medea does some great work, but...
yeah, I'll praise all of her great work. I mean, she gets with it, but shit.
But a lot of them have done that to me. Naomi Klein,
yes.
Noam Chomsky, Gloria Allbright. There's all these people that I look to, and...
Yeah. It's just like, really? So... Again, it can be, take it any way you want. It's not working. We need to do more than what we're doing. What the hell? What is this? Is this new days of our lives or what?
Yes. After the press conference, circle back to the Oval Office because she's always, I'll circle back to that.
Oh, my God. Oh, Jesus. That's a scary one, Chanda.
Yeah.
Can you reface that with other people there or something?
Yeah, I'll throw it in Photoshop. We can do something with
All right, Photoshop. Oh, Marjorie Q. Green strikes back.
Oh, my God. She has been on the freaking rampage since they threw her out of her committees for her wackadoodle bullshit. And this woman is plumb fucking crazy. And that's the only way to look at it. But she called the press out yesterday morning?
Yeah.
Yesterday morning to give a press conference. And Act TV kind of breaks down a little bit of it. Dear God.
Did she walk back some of her bullshit or what?
No, this is what we warned everybody about. These capable fucking fascists. I mean, she is crazy, racist, freaking Christian fundamentalist. And she's got the power of mega country. Is that what she calls it? MAGA country.
MAGA country?
Yeah, MAGA country, I think is how she coins it. And, Trump's out there patting her on the freaking head, I guess, and they're just flocking to her. She's got a ton of support.
All right. So I guess you won't be inviting her for gruel next week.
Whew.
Lots of clicks, lots of views, and sell ad dollars. And you know what? That's pretty disgusting, too.
So apparently now she's against advertising and capitalism. She's also against clicks. By the way, she pushes her Twitter account very heavily. Did you happen to see her most recent fundraiser that she put up on her Twitter account? There you go. There's the picture of Ilhan Omar she used to raise $100,000 in donations to defend her seat. For the record, defending her seat costs $0, and Ilhan Omar has absolutely no control over what happened to her. But she still put Ilhan Omar in the tweet to rile up her base. I wonder why. She hates Muslims.
You know what the media does, and you guys are great at it. And I'm telling you this because I want to like you.
Sure you do.
But you're doing a really good job at addicting our nation to hate. Teaching people to hate people like me.
Yeah, hate is the media's fault. Did you miss the 4 minutes in the beginning when I told you all the shit she said in public? But no, it's the media's fault that people are hateful. Apparently, the media forced her to say a whole bunch of racist and anti-Semitic shit. Damn you, media. Why did you do that to her? She's a sweet, innocent person. She's a mother. She's a business owner. She's a wife. You know how I know? Because she won't stop fucking telling me.
None of us are perfect. And when we
that
go
guy.
about our life thinking that we are, we're such hypocrites. Truthfully, we really are. If we think we're perfect and can judge one another, that's such a mistake.
Now, of course, it's not a mistake when she judges people who are black and wear sheets for being a bunch of Muslim radicals who want to mangle people's vaginas. But please, do go on.
You got Joe Biden writing executive order after executive order. Sign him, sign him, sign him. Doing whatever he wants up there in the White House.
Oh, executive orders are tyrannical, really? Let's check the stats. Donald Trump wrote more executive orders per year than any president in the last 4 decades. When he does it, it's a gift from God. When Joe Biden does it, it's a tyrannical communist government. So if you put all of this together, here's the basic shtick. Marjorie Taylor Greene wants you to know that she might have said a whole bunch of stuff in the past, but that she has apologized to God and that God has forgiven her, and nobody else can be her judge. Ergo, it's now a clean slate going forward. And going forward, she's not going to peddle conspiracy theories. She's just going to be the embodiment of the far Christian right and a stand-in for Donald Trump.
We warned you.
How many? And this is a woman that's toting that minigun or that AK-47.
Right. She thinks she should be able to be strapped when she's at the Capitol, and that's her right. Oh, did you hear her screaming about how Rashida Tlaib and Ilhan Omar swore in on the Quran and that was illegal? And she was like chasing them through the halls of the Capitol with like her little camera doing some kind of podcast about, well, we're going to go talk to them. As a woman, I'm going to talk to them woman to woman. They can't do that. Not in my country. Like,
well,
oh my God.
That's so what does the Bible have to do with your faith?
And that is not what the law says. The official, breakdown of what it says is that no religion should be included in it. So,
oh my God. Okay, well, that was fun. I did notice a lot of similarities coming out of her that I've heard out of some of the squad members as far as the rhetoric. Didn't you catch that?
Rhetoric, yeah, we've been dealing with a lot of rhetoric.
Yeah. So, didn't AOC call out the inform on your neighbor squad last week?
Dude, I brought that Kim Iverson. It's disgusting.
Oh, it's in the deck.
Yeah, it's in the deck.
There you go. Fringe in my brain again. I love it. Jiminy Christmas. What is this? Is this
That's you laughing at her?
Yeah, shit. That's a pretty good one, Chanda. They got to get my goatee in there though. I don't know what the hell.
I think that was what was that from? Hal from Malcolm in the Middle.
Is it Hal from Hal? I thought it was like another Jack Nicholson one.
No, I thought that too when I first clicked on it, but it's not. It's Hal or Walter White.
Well, you got the crow's feet right, and the lines in my skull, so that's good.
Your wisdom lines, right?
Wisdom, oh, well, here it is. Speaking of Larson.
Kim does a really good job of breaking it down.
All right, let's hear from Kimmy. Kimmy.
So AOC has been calling for some censorship. Very, very scary, quite frankly. I really wanted to like AOC, but when she pulls this kind of stuff, this just gets really, really scary to me. So this is a letter that she sent out for her. This is from her campaign. This is the Alexandria Ocasio Democrat for Congress. This is a fundraising campaign. And she goes, she starts off, as we speak, right-wing operatives with millions of followers on social media are spreading flat-out lies and misleading information about Alexandria. But with your help, we can force Twitter and Facebook to take action and enforce their own rules. What's so frustrating about these attacks is that once the truth comes out, so few people get to hear it. Hundreds of thousands or potentially millions of people will have already seen or shared the misleading tweets or fake news articles. It says, we need your help. Here's what you can do to help us combat this campaign of disinformation and others in the future. Scan your social media to find posts with this misleading information, especially those using the trending hashtag. Don't tweet any hashtags yourself because we don't want to spread them further. Identify any posts that are threatening or harassing and use the built-in report features to flag them for moderators. Facebook and Twitter both have built-in tools for reporting posts and tweets that break the rules. So can you believe this? She's absolutely advocating for people to go on social media and hunt down a witch hunt of disinformation. She wants people to go around and find these misleading and posts with these hashtags and report them and force Facebook and Twitter to take these posts down, calling for censorship, saying that, well, it's just too bad that this is out there, and so we need to stop it. And she says, so go out there as an army and combat disinformation. But it gets worse. Take a look at this tweet that she sent out. Because, the campaign letter was from her campaign, and they're saying that they're spreading information about her. But this is from her. She says, the sad thing about disinformation is that once the truth comes out, the damage has already been done. People have already been misled, radicalized, and believe lies to the point where their hatred has brewed to violence. That's what led to the 6th, and it's happening right now.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Turn your neighbors in. Report people. Go through your friends and family. See who's spreading the bad stuff about me.
The bad stuff. And she's the arbiter of what's bad and what's not bad.
If you're still supporting AOC, you're calling for the demise of voices like ours.
You shouldn't, support her by holding her to task, by holding her what she, you know what? I think that what we just witnessed there is a violation of her oath of office, frankly. She's supposed to protect and serve and do her thing. Isn't she supposed to protect the Constitution of the United States?
Well, she accuses Trump of insurrection and creating this mob, right? But what is she doing? She's calling on her army to go out there and combat this for her.
Well,
how is that any different?
This is wrong on so many levels, and I still can't get that image of her teeing up Rashida Tlaib the other day to have the boohoo session out there, which, okay, I'm a guy, I'm a male, and am I insensitive to what she went through? My sister was raped, She only used that as a shield, though, for what she was saying. Yeah.
How was it relevant? It wasn't relevant. She just used it to manipulate people.
Yeah, I'm getting that Obama feeling with her all the way through.
She is. That's exactly it. She's the frickin' female version of Obama. You know what? I've got this meme, and I should bring it. I'll bring it next week.
Please do.
It's of a rubber mask that's shaped like Obama's face and Hillary's face, and the damn things look so frickin' real. Like they just create these guys, and even if it's just a metaphor, they do create them. She is a DNC creation.
Oh boy, you better not be knocking on AOC, the next coming of Jesus Christ in the Democratic
Not
Party.
when she's saying turn your friends and family, and I will always scream about that.
That's my point. You got to be able to call bullshit on the team that you're on too. If you're on a team, I'll say it again. I trust everybody I work with at Roar Media until I don't.
Yep.
And I'm not worried about not that day ever coming, because there's nothing, that you guys have ever done that would make me think that you change. But people are human, right?
I guess.
So they're going to make mistakes and screw up. But what is this, manufacturing consent?
Yeah, this is perfect. This sums it all up.
Okay, let's get it summed up before my head explodes again.
I do not think that the state ought to have the right to determine historical truth.
No!
And punish people who deviate from it. I'm not willing to give the state that right, even if they happen to
But are you denying that the gas chambers ever existed?
But I'm saying if you believe in freedom of speech, you believe in freedom of speech for views you don't like. I mean, Goebbels was in favor of freedom of speech for views he liked, right? So was Stalin. If you're in favor of freedom of speech, that means you're in favor of freedom of speech precisely for views you despise. Otherwise, you're not in favor of freedom of speech. There's two positions you can have on freedom of speech. Now, you can decide which position you want. With regard to my defense of the utterly offensive, the people who express utterly offensive views, I haven't the slightest doubt that every commissar says, you're defending that person's views. No, I'm not. I'm defending his right to express them. The difference is crucial, and the difference has been understood outside of fascist circles since the 18th century.
Is there anything like objectivity, or scientific objectivity, reality? As a scientist,
look, I'm not saying I defend the views. Look, if somebody publishes a scientific article, which I disagree with, I do not say the state ought to put him in jail, right?
All right, but you don't have to support him right away and say, I support him just for the sake of everybody saying that whatever he wants to say.
Suppose this guy is taken to court and charged with falsification. Then I'm going to defend him, even if I disagree.
But he wasn't taken to court.
Oh, you're wrong.
No. That's a lot. That's the gnome that I like, not the one that said vote for Joe Biden. Yeah. So again, what we have, in my opinion, agree or disagree, we have AOC becoming the Joseph McCarthy of our time today.
Yes, yes.
That's what she's becoming right there. And somebody should call her shit out. But we hear this from some of our friends and allies. Oh, you're beating up on our allies. You've got to, guess what, dude? If I didn't beat up on my allies when they're spewing bullshit, we're going to keep ending up with the same problem we have today, tomorrow, and next year.
If that's my allies, I don't need enemies. I mean, allies help us. They do stuff for us. She hasn't done shit. What has she done?
Oh, no, she hasn't. Oh, hey, Mona Modbot's in the house. Hey, Mona. And Tobacco Row over at the Natural Progressive Raw Media, Salt Lakers. Yeah, whatever, man. Hey, Mona Modbot. Good to see you. I tried to get Mona to come on. She's going to pass for now. One of these days, Mona, we're going to get you on. We want to hear your voice on this stuff.
We want to hear everybody's voice.
Everybody's
That's what Roar's
voice.
about.
That's what we're about at Roar Media. Oh, my God. I don't know if you notice my shade that I'm putting on there, but it's kind of a gray. So
this is just perfect. On a scale of Betty Davis, how you feeling? And of course, I got to do the Baby Jane ones.
Yeah, no, absolutely. God, that's great.
You look great. That was in her older years too. Yeah, she was scary, man. As a kid growing up, Betty Davis scared the piss out of me.
Well, what do you got going on there? Is that a Katharine Hepburn?
No, that's young Betty Davis.
Oh, that's young Betty Davis. Because I know Katharine Hepburn. Wasn't she a heavy smoker too?
Shit, they all were.
They all were. That was the thing back then.
That was the thing in Hollywood.
I love these refaces. But, I like my little hat. Is that a red beret? It's in black and white, but it should be a red.
No, it looks like a black velvet.
A black velvet. Well, we need to change that and make it a red beret because we support our family at Whole Washington.
Yeah, let's definitely do that.
Yeah, let's do that. This I pulled from last night. If you haven't seen Brave New Future from last night with Amber King, she had two fantastic segments on there. I flipped a coin. I was going to bring the Iron Man one, but I didn't want to get ugly tonight. But this is Whitney Webb. I'm just going to play a few seconds of it. But this is why we love Whitney Webb.
Yes, love Whitney.
Speaking of psyops and manipulations, exactly. It doesn't surprise me to find out that Starbucks is tied up in a weird way with the COVID-19 discussion. So why don't you tell us about that? Because it's probably not going to surprise people either.
Yeah, well, let me get my. Need to change tabs here. Oh no, I can't do that. Okay. Well,
it doesn't surprise me at all while you're grabbing.
Give me 1 second.
Starbucks.
Okay. Is it up yet? I can't.
Yeah, I was trying to give you a minute while you were doing that. Go ahead. You ready?
Yeah. Okay. Is it up?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. All right. So this is where I first read about this in this website, Government Tech, your one-stop shop for all dystopian government news. So this talks about how Washington will draw on what they call private sector experts for vaccine rollout. And yes, private sector experts for the vaccine rollout are not healthcare vaccine companies. It's Starbucks, Microsoft, and Costco are going to help Washington State create their newly created Vaccine Command and Coordination Center.
I trust Starbucks.
Which was announced the other week by Washington State Governor Jay Inslee, who you will probably remember is a Democrat all tied up with the DNC stuff. So what's interesting, this is how they describe it. The center is a statewide public-private partnership.
Course.
Our favorite thing, consisting of Washington corporations, labor unions, healthcare groups, and government entities. These are the organizations here. They are joined by the National Guard, Starbucks, Microsoft, as I said, Costco earlier, but also Kaiser Permanente, the insurance company that has been in a lot of scandals. I mean, you can just Google or DuckDuckGo Kaiser Permanente scandal.
Anyway,
that was a great clip. I watched that one live the other day, and it's long, and she goes into explanations. But I'm glad that Amber brought that. Yeah, what the fuck is Starbucks doing vaccine distribution?
Well, I have this vision of National Guard standing outside and inside of Starbucks, and you're going to go in there, and you're going to go in their little rails and get in their line, and they're going to go chunk, 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 chunk with your vaccine, or would you like that sublingual in your latte?
in your latte. Well, and in the Northwest, there's a Starbucks literally on every freaking block. You go downtown Seattle, and they're just like to a freaking block.
Yeah, and this is why some people say I get a little harsh with my little pictures up there, but I think Starfucks and go fuck yourself really expresses how I feel about this because
they got shitty coffee anyways.
Yeah. Speaking of coffee.
Oh my gosh, I am so privileged. I got my Convo Couch shirt, and then I've got a shipment of Joey's coffee, and it's so good. Oh my God. It truly is one of the best coffees I've ever had.
I got to tell you.
Nice own espresso stands.
Yeah. Joey got another order today, and she really appreciates everybody trying it, promoting it. That's great because, we're, and a lot of that goes to, the tech here, like making the audio work all the time. So again, we appreciate it. And which one did you say, the Colombian today?
Oh, the Colombian. I tried the Colombian. It's so good. I love the Honduras. That's my favorite, but Colombian might be my second favorite.
Okay, well, good.
I love the hints of chocolate in it. It's so good.
That was my gratuitous plug for Joey's coffee. Thank you, Chanda. I appreciate that. And by the way, that shirt looks great on you. So, yeah, you got to be part of the fam. What the hell?
Part of the fam.
What the hell? What are you doing up there? What? What are you teasing?
What was that movie?
That was
Pat. Come on, where's Pat the Batman fan?
That was Sharon Stone in that one with Michael Douglas, where she was.
God, have you seen him lately? Fuck, he's old.
Well, yeah, he's old. Like I'm old too, so cut us some slack, woman.
I mean, I see his dad when I look at his face, really, but
yeah, no, your face fits perfect on Sharon Stone's head. There, it's great. I love it.
I promise I'm a much more together person.
Yeah, you're not going to have Bernie Mittens showing up here in a second, are you?
I should have put Bernie Mittens on her.
Yeah. All right, what do we got here? What's this all about?
Oh, warning! Something big is coming.
Oh my God. I hope it's Publishers Clearinghouse. Deborah Holland? No.
The Great Reset. You may or may not have heard this phrase circling around the internet for a while. It sounds like something you might read in history books describing some historical event that changed the function of the world forever. Well, it's not in any history books yet. It's happening right now. Or at least, it might be happening right now. No one seems to be sure exactly what it is, when it will happen, or if it will happen at all. If that sounds confusing, you're not alone, as it seems almost everyone is as well. The Great Reset was proposed in May of 2020 by the World Economic Forum, an international non-government organization, or NGO for short, founded by Klaus Schwab, a German engineer and economist who also seems to be the leading force behind the idea of the Great Reset. The WEF is committed to improving the state of the world by, quote, engaging business, political, academic, and other leaders of society to shape global, regional, and industrial agendas. So, what is it? Well, it's essentially an action plan to enhance sustainable economic growth in the aftermath of the 2020 pandemic. The idea is that because the effects of the pandemic have been felt on a global scale, there is an opportunity to fundamentally change how the world economies function for the better. There seems to be a heavy focus on environmental sustainability, economic sustainability, poverty, and inequality in wage and income gaps. This all sounds pretty good so far, but this is actually where the trouble begins. You see, the amount of information that is available to the public is limited, to say the least. On the World Economic Forum website, there is an entire page dedicated to the Great Reset Initiative. On the page you will find a few sentences with vague calls to action for global stakeholders to band together to directly manage the repercussions of the global crisis. Another section talks about there being a unique opportunity for the world in the state it's currently in. It feels a little strange to talk about the global crisis as a unique opportunity, and reading further they begin to talk about creating a new social contract directing national economies in new directions as well as the priorities of societies. It just all feels a little strange, and it begs the question, who are these people and how are they going to be able to do this?
What's the unique, who's that unique opportunity benefit?
Yeah, right. If you think that what we just watched is a conspiracy theory or complete bullshit, you should probably go check out Whitney Webb.
Yeah, you need to, and you can go back again. Brave New Future last night. Just go listen to Iron Man last night and the crap that spewed out of his pie hole. The $500 million man, unbelievable. I wish these Hollywood people wouldn't ruin the movies for me by opening their mouths when they don't know what the hell they're talking about.
So many artists have been ruined for me, but now I just like, okay, if I like their art, then I'll enjoy their art, but I don't have to enjoy them as a human.
Yeah, but when they take their position on their standing in society and this false image that they portray in their movies and use them to kettle people into thinking, oh, they're just on my team. They don't give a shit about you. I don't care how much money they give to the World Wildlife Fund. That's a write-off for them. You know, I mean, it's just like, anyway, I digress.
Yeah, the Davos meeting was happening all this last week, and there's a lot of good information over on Rockfin because a lot of people cover Davos and what the hell that's all about. Yeah. And yeah, you can find Whitney over on the Rockfin. What's her channel? Oh, why can't I think of it? It's the very first channel too.
I'm still recovering from audio.
Well, I know why I can. It's because I sat here and smoked 2 bowls while you were melting down over audio.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, anyway, again, Rockfin, please, guys and gals and everyone in between, go over and sign up at Rockfin. If you sign up through your favorite creator, sign up through us. That would be great. Help us out. We're the guppies in the Shark Tank. But follow everybody for sure. Get those numbers up over there. It will help us elevate the voices of actual people who have something to say and bring real news. What's this? Is this Janet?
This is Janet Yellen or Yellen.
Yellen.
She's Yellen. She's the Secretary of Treasury who was paid $810,000 by Citadel, the firm that owns Robinhood. She did not recuse herself and is advising Biden regarding the GameStop debacle. So what is the problem already? What's wrong with Wall Street paying the people who are supposed to be regulating it? Human nature, Janet. I don't know, but if someone gives me $810,000, I kind of like them. I would have a hard time telling them, sorry, your client made a bad decision. They will have to go bankrupt. The government can't bail them out.
Yeah, I mean, Jen Psaki was trying to sell this bullshit the other day. Oh, well, of
she's
course.
World renowned. She's world renowned.
Yeah. Well, what do you expect?
Of course, she's going to get paid.
Yeah, well, shit. How does everybody think Obama paid?
Almost $1 million fucking dollars. Almost $1 million.
Yeah, and you know, from everything, Dylan Radigan even said it. He reminded me. I was on a clip recently. He said, you know, they pay all these speeches, and I'm not quoting directly, but as I remember, he said these are mediocre people or mediocre speeches at best.
Like Hillary? Come on.
They're just terrible speeches, but they're getting bank for doing these shit speeches of propaganda for the most part. But yeah, this is the kind of crap that they're going to try and double talk their way out of, just like performative art. So it's bullshit. So anyway, you got a pop quiz here for us?
Richie Medhurst has another pop quiz because the last one was so much fun.
God, I love Richie. He's so cool.
It's what Secretary of State said it.
What secretary? Okay, here we go. Richie, 5, 4, 3. Richie.
So you know what? Actually, we're gonna have a little pop quiz. I'm gonna read you a statement. I love doing these pop quizzes. I think they're great. I think they're wonderful and a real way to learn. And a lot of you have actually enjoyed the last one. So I'm just going to read you a direct quote. And I want you to tell me who said this, okay? There is no doubt in my mind, and it's fairly straightforward from what we've been saying for years, that they, meaning Iran, have been interested in a nuclear weapon that has utility, meaning that it is something they would be able to deliver, not just something that sits there. Who said that? Which Secretary of State said that? Was that Pompeo? Was that Blinken? Was that Colin Powell? Who said that? Can you maybe guess?
I guess Clinton.
Let me see in the comments what you guys come up with. Let me see what you come up with. Okay, you guys are saying Powell, Clinton, Blinken again, Blinken.
Stinking Blinken. He laughs so funny.
Right, I would guess that.
Okay,
Blinken
that's
would
a
say
good
it,
one.
too.
Corn Pop, yeah. all
Corn
right.
Pop, yeah. Let's go with Corn Pop.
Zillionaire says Netanyahu. Somebody
good
made a
guess.
tweet like that.
Yeah,
Netanyahu
he
is
was
the
the
best
best
foreign
secretary.
secretary that the U.S. has ever had. I agree with that. Okay, you want the answer?
Yeah.
You want the answer? That's Powell. That's Powell.
Not a surprise.
I almost had you, though. I almost read you a Blinken one. I wanted to get you again, but it would be too easy because the last one was Blinken. They don't change, do they? This is the exact same. I'm sorry. It's the exact goddamn same.
The exact goddamn same.
Yeah, all of the above, and that's just it. They all fucking say the same thing, same rhetoric.
Yeah. Fred Edwards says it's Whitney on Rockfin is unlimited hangout, and I want.
That's it. You're right.
Yeah, I want to thank Brett McKinney and Cirrus for their raise over there, the donations over in Rockfin.
Guys.
And we missed them the other night. I know that Insight and Awareness dropped us a very generous.
So did Brent McKinney. We
Brent
appreciate it,
McKinney.
Brent. And so I'm going to start checking before we sign off. to make sure I catch the
we need to
Rockfin.
do that because it goes into the kitty that helps us keep going, and we're going to find our lane. We're guppies now, but we're doing good. And if we talk to 20 or 200 people, that's just fine by us. So keep following and go there. I wanted to do a movie thing. Pat's not going to be with us tonight. He's not feeling the greatest. He's got a headache, I think. And but he was going to sing, or we were going to do his wife, Jamie Kuhn. We will move that to next week. But I wanted to do a new television review, and I know this might bore
weird.
somebody. This is Resident Alien
Can I point something out?
on the Sci-Fi Channel. Sure.
No, I'll wait till after the clip.
Okay. Basically the synopsis of this show, if you haven't seen it, and I don't like murder, death, kill, police stuff all the time because we've been, so far, but this has got some humor to it. And what the deal is this alien, he crashed. This is not Mork and Mindy, but he crash lands on planet Earth. He has a mission.
So he's an alien. Okay, now I get it.
He's an alien. So like in Starman, this guy, he morphed into the guy that he, threw into the river. And this guy happened to be a doctor in this small town up in, I think it's Alaska. It's someplace really cold.
It's one of those creatures David Icke's always talking
about. Yeah. It's one of those deals. But, it took him a while to get the hang of talking and feeding himself because he's like an alien. He's got 2 hands and then 4 hands and they got 3 fingers and need to know the language. So, they set it up pretty good. It's not bad writing. But one of the things that caught me this week was being a doctor has some drawbacks. And this one caught me. If you're not used to the native culture, you're going to mess up once in a while. And this is kind of a mess up. Yeah, so he's having a little trouble adapting to the culture.
That on an earring.
It's amazing how television has come in the last 30 years because back in the day when I was a youngin', you couldn't sleep in the same bed and have it on television. Remember the Flintstones and Mary Tyler Moore?
Yeah.
It was twin beds, but now you can yank on somebody's earring that they sat on. So
right. Cable television, growing, baby.
Anyway.
Okay, so I want to point something out about this. that actor that's playing the Dr. Alien.
Yeah, Alan Tudyk. He was in iRobot.
He's one of Kevin Spacey's accusers.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. I didn't know that. So Kevin Spacey pinched his ass or worse or what?
Yeah, something like that, was inappropriate with him. I can't remember exactly what it is, but I know he was one of the ones. He didn't like assault him, he says, or maybe he does, but I don't think it was that severe.
Yeah, it's like, wow. I didn't know that. Alan Tudyk has been in a lot of stuff, and
I loved him in what was the one with
Knight's
Sandra
Tale.
Bullock?
Oh no, Knight's Tale is where I liked
him. He was in Knight's Tale. Yeah, he was in that, but he's played a lot of different roles.
Yeah, he's been in a lot. As far as a bit part player, I don't think he's been a lead too much, but I think iRobot, being the, the CG iRobot guy. But anyway, that I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope nobody was too offended. I didn't see the numbers drop.
When I watched it, I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah, I know. But again, it's so hard finding anything that has writing that's worth a damn anymore. It's a stretch. I was watching MacGyver, that new MacGyver, and wow, it's like Hawaii Five-0. They come at these guys with machine guns, and the MacGyver and another guy with a handgun fights them all off. It's just like, really?
I can't even watch that crap. I broke
don't
down
either.
last week and watched Outlander, the new season on Netflix. I love that show. But
yeah, it's a good show.
I just can't. I can't do it. It eats my brain.
I know.
I got to fill my brain with Norm Chomsky and Chris Hedges, and if I got downtime, that's what
I know, and a lot of people have just so don't TV or any of this anymore because this is the new culture, your phone and video games. So, but yeah, when I want something mindless, I don't want it so mindless that my brain leaks out of my ears. So, that's what I try and go for.
No.
What is this?
We're getting close to Valentine's Day, so the classic flavors are back with wild clayberry, tropical drywall, chalk lovers, plaster surprise. Attic citrus is why would it be attic citrus?
It's that moldy citrus flavor, the orange.
And Tums. Yeah, I don't understand that. I mean, was that a saying? Or?
Yeah. No, I just
citrus.
You know what? Things as we get older, our taste buds change, but
obviously.
But candy back in the 60s, 70s, and 80s was But I will say it again.
Was made with real sugar.
Yeah, once they come out with that high fructose corn shit, everything went to hell, and diabetics went boom to the ceiling. So it's all poison. And Amber would say, "Don't forget about the glyphosate frosting."
She would.
She would. She's right. I mean, hey, let's just poison our kids too.
She's like having our own personal Whitney Webb.
Yeah, I know, it's great. I had the misfortune of watching a little bit of Bill Maher the other night.
Oh my God!
And the dude, I don't. If you like him, I'm sorry, I don't like him. He's not funny. He goes here. The events of January 6th were faith-based initiative, and Trumpism is a Christian. It's really small. I'm not stoned. I just can't see.
Movement.
Yeah, is a Christian. Let me see. Christian nationalist movement. Magical religious thinking is a virus, and QAnon is just its current mutation. And this was in his New Rules segment. And you know what? They've got the laugh track going on, so they got the fake laughing in the audience because they don't have a big audience, or they don't cue them like they did. So anyway, I responded, and I used a quote from Joy because I liked it so much the other night. And I responded, "This old twat waffle hasn't been funny for years. New rule: don't let an antique comedians embarrass themselves in public unless they are making commercials for their favorite shorts, of course, and that would be Depends." So for men. So anyway, Bill, my apologies to anybody who's really a Maher fan, but I can't stand the guy, and he's not funny, and his delivery is horrible anymore, and he still makes $2 million a season, I think. So
disgusting.
That is disgusting. So yeah, Sirius says Maher's a bunghole. You're so polite. Sirius a bunghole. Yeah, he's and I thought he was funny, but I want to point out that handsome guy with the red wig up in the corner. Thank you so much, Chanda.
So fiery.
Yeah, you're looking out for me there with my hair pieces. So that's another one where my face fits that guy's head real well. Is he from The Office?
Yeah, that's from The Office.
I think that dude's a Republican. I know. Yeah, well, whatever. Whatever floats your boat. What is this?
You brought this.
I brought this. Did I bring this? This is
Max Kaiser.
Max
Report.
Kaiser. I always want to say
he's kind of quirky. Yeah. I like him and his co-host. They're kind of crazy.
I always get it confused and want to say Hans Zimmer, but Hans
Zimmer.
Yeah, he's the guy that writes the.
Yeah, I know who Hans Zimmer is.
I like
composer.
Hans Zimmer. Yeah. So anyway.
Into irrational behavior. Well, GameStop has quintupled this year. This is the chart of its revenue and net income over the last 10 years. As you see, its revenue is actually down over the last 10 years, where its income is flat.
Right. Well, I'll tell you, last time we saw this in history was 1920s. So 1920s, the Roaring 20s in
What?
the
This
New
is
York
from
Stock
last
Exchange in New
week.
York, in America, you had almost no regulation.
You didn't clear the deck? I thought
Did
this looked
clear the
familiar.
deck. So how the hell did this get on there?
I don't know. We've got gremlins. They're going after our deck and our slides.
Well,
Anyway.
it is an important message. What he was saying is that this is set up exactly the same as 1929 when they had no regulations.
Yeah.
And since we've rolled all our regulations back, that we're looking at a major crash.
Yeah, I was watching this thinking, goddamn, Chanda, turn off the collider. I'm time
You know
travel.
that it took 2 full months from when the market started seeing fluctuations in 1929 till they crashed in October. So like September 4th is when they started fluctuating, and then they didn't crash till October 29th. So
Yeah, that's
I don't know. We're getting close to March. You might have it dead pegged.
Yeah, I hope I don't, but you know what? I get the kudos. That's strike 3, right? If it doesn't happen on March 5th. But,
No, and when I heard that the other day, I was like, oh fuck, that's right on Oz's time scale. That's perfect.
Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully it won't, but
Hopefully, yeah.
Yeah, it won't. And again, Nicolas Cage never had such a cute dimple there, so that's thank you.
I had to give you his famous, hair from what was that? The Rock?
No, that was the guys.
Oh,
when
Air America.
Air
Is that
America.
Con Air.
Con Air, yeah, Con Air. That was it. So yeah. Yeah, everybody's screaming. They want Jimmy Dore to go on Bill Maher and annihilate him.
I would love to see that. I would love to see that.
Well, the thing of it is Jimmy Dore he's got all that energy. He's going to kill himself doing what he does, but he just like explodes. He's got that vein in his neck. Bill Maher doesn't have enough energy to light up a firefly anymore. So it's crazy.
But he doesn't fight fair. He's like that stupid CNN pundit that'll just cut you off or talk over you.
Oh,
and
yeah.
just be a rude bastard, and there's no point in going because you just look stupid trying to fight him.
Yeah, he lords over everybody. And he doesn't push back. I have not seen Matt Taibbi on there in forever. I don't know if he's been on there.
Last night they had Ro Khanna on
boy.
Useful Idiots, and I turned it on and I literally fell asleep as soon as Ro started talking. But I know I woke up pissed off, so I'm sure he did something.
Yeah. Cooked your brain off, didn't you?
Yeah, like goddamn Ro.
Yeah, I just I just can't say enough bad about Bill Maher these days. And I used to think he was good, but he lost it in the 90s when he left Politically Incorrect on ABC.
I used to think Dennis Miller was good back in the 80s.
Oh my God, get out. Oh, I need a 30-gallon vomit bag for Dennis Miller.
Right.
That guy, you know what? He was the big tipper too. He'd leave like a quarter or something,
Yeah, right. I'm not going to say anything.
God, my God. Jeez. Well, I'm talking about guys that have money to,
I know.
give
That's
a little
what I'm saying. That doesn't
change.
surprise me. He just seems like that
uptight,
tightwad.
Tight ass. Anyway, the liberty of a democracy is not safe if the people tolerate the growth of private power to a point where it becomes stronger and their democratic state itself. That, in essence, is fascism, ownership of government by an individual, by a group, or any other controlling private power. FDR, April 29, 1938. No shit. Fascism is corporate power merged with government.
Yep.
That is fascism, and that's what we're having now. And as I said earlier in the show, when you take that fascism and sprinkle it with some crap media that's bought and paid for, you've basically merged media with corporate controllers who, Chanda, they have bought off our politicians.
They bought everybody.
They
What
bought
are you talking about? They bought
everybody, so-
everybody.
Yeah, it's killing us.
See, the fucking elite need to wake the fuck up. You can only be so greedy. You can only take so much. You can only stuff your pockets and so full, and then it all collapses.
Yeah.
And they're just so fucking greedy. They're not seeing how close we are.
Yeah, it is. And why people keep sending these mediocre politicians back to represent them is beyond me. I took a shot out there. Somebody got into it with me on this Bernie thing the other day, and I told him, I said, I eat politicians for breakfast.
Yeah,
and
right.
again, I literally, it's really easy because I say Medicare for all, universal single payer health care enhanced. I say get out of these wars in the military and military and all those. And
we just
then
stick to our platform. We've always bowled over them with our platform.
And that's eating their lunch. That's eating them for breakfast because they come back with congressional record, congratulations, bullshit. So anyway, you got fentanyl here. Who ate fentanyl today?
Fentanyl is so on the rise in our country right now, and nobody's really talking about it. You might get a local report here and there, but it's an epidemic.
Yeah, it's
worse than opiate.
Now it's killed some. Didn't he die from that, or somebody?
It got Prince. It got Tom Petty.
Tom Petty. That's who I was thinking. Yeah.
It got a couple of them, and many, many more. I mean, there's just hundreds of people dying every day from it,
and a lot of them that died from it. I'll bring you back up here real quick. Died from it, didn't know that's what they were doing. They thought it was something else.
Right. They're pressing it and making it look like an oxycodone, which is a Percocet.
Yeah.
So people think they're just buying, what they think is a harmless Percocet, which is not harmless. It never would be, but, it is not as harmful as fentanyl. And this little video kind of explains.
Oh, yeah. Fentanyl's like 100 times one of those. So,
no, try higher than that.
Gee, many. Oof.
Fentanyl is not a new drug, but has seen such a dramatic increase in the past 3 years that it has become a crisis in North America. Simply touching it may cause you to overdose, so what exactly does it do to your brain and body? Fentanyl is an opioid that can inhibit pain signals in multiple pathways along the brain and spinal cord. This is why it was initially prescribed for pain relief. It also causes your brain to make extra dopamine, creating sensations of intense euphoria and relaxation. Essentially, fentanyl hijacks your body's built-in system of endorphins by binding to your opioid receptors much in the same way your endorphins do, but at a significantly stronger level. This might sound fun, but activating these receptors can also suppress your brain's ability to detect CO2 levels in the body, potentially causing a person to stop breathing. On top of this, side effects include dizziness, chills, vomiting, fainting, difficulty urinating, and extreme constipation. In addition, fentanyl is much stronger than other opioids, 100 times stronger than morphine and 50 times stronger than heroin. For many drugs to work, they need to pass the blood-brain barrier. This barrier allows small fat-soluble substances to pass and water-loving molecules to be inhibited. Both morphine and heroin are lipid-soluble, but they have polar, water-loving groups that make them pass the barrier much more slowly, whereas fentanyl is extremely nonpolar and fat-soluble, entering the brain within seconds. This means you only need tiny amounts to get high, and that's where, in part, the danger lies. A lethal dose of fentanyl can be around 2 milligrams in a test tube that looks like 2 grains of salt, and since a high level of precision is needed to dose it effectively, it's very easy to overdose. In fact, there are some reported incidents of first responders ODing from simply touching fentanyl powder or inhaling its dust, though some toxicologists doubt the accuracy of these cases. If it can be administered in time, an injection of naloxone can be given to a person, which works to stop an overdose by blocking opioid receptors. But the science cannot keep up with the rate of new fentanyl analogs being produced, like carfentanil, which is 10,000 times more powerful than morphine and has been cited for its possible use in chemical warfare. Today, drug overdose deaths in America are rising faster than ever, with 65,000 deaths in 2016 compared to 59,000 in 2015, and opioid use.
Yeah,
that is a crazy report. That's second thought. You could have.
Yeah, and if we get punked for that, I'm going to be pissed because that's basically a public service announcement.
Right.
So,
no, it is, and it's an epidemic. It's in my town. It's in my friends. It's in my family. It's here, and it scares the shit out of me. We're going to lose a lot of people to this, and it is chemical warfare. He says it. It's a chemical warfare, and it's being waged on us by big pharma and these fucking elite that are just filling their pocket. They knew that this was going to kill people. I remember them debating the research on it before it was even allowed, and then it's been knocked off, and it's being mass produced in China and now in Mexico since COVID hit. Even though the stuff coming out of China is. It's ramped back up, basically, is what I'm hearing.
Well, the statistic that they gave was taken from 2016, and that was like 65,000, and before that it was 59,000. But we're in 2021, so what do you think? It's like 200,000 now?
So the next slide is a chart of Washington State's deaths from 2017 to, let's see, February. Yeah, probably June of last year. So,
this
you
is
can see the sharp
fentanyl.
rise just in Washington State from the fentanyl deaths. So this is just Washington.
And those are the ones that they caught. So it's going to
Right.
be a percentage higher than that. Patty said, what did Patty say? You can OD from touching it. Yeah, I get it. I had a little bit of high school chemistry. I was pretty good at it. But, you can get contaminated from just about anything. And remember the LSD back in the day? It was
Oh, yeah, I
the
remember that.
microdoses. It was just a
Microdoses,
tiny, I don't know if I'm comparing apples and oranges, but a little bit, just a teeny tiny bit of LSD, and you'd be peaking for 3 days.
But LSD won't kill you.
Yeah.
It'll fry your brain.
Yeah.
I know people that are perma-fried. Like we have one kid here in town who was really freaking smart. He was like the smartest kid in school, and then he just fried his brain.
On what, fentanyl?
No, on acid.
On acid, yeah. My
But
cousin,
fentanyl kills you if
Yeah.
you get too much. It shuts
Yeah.
your breathing down.
Yeah, my cousin, he got some LSD sprinkled on his potato chips back in the 1960s.
Who does
And
that? The CIA?
Yeah, I don't know, but he got it's like a filament, and your brain goes off with that
Yeah,
stuff.
right.
And
Well, you saw the neural pathway, those little cookies that have the red dots in them. They're like a teacup, and when you fill it up and rewrite the neural pathways in it, once it goes empty, then that's when you freak out.
Yeah, it's dangerous as hell out there, and with the suicide rate going up, everything is trending up as far as the bad stuff goes.
Yeah,
the good stuff's
everything.
going the other way.
Yup.
So crazy. Great segment there, Chanda. Thank you so much. And what do we have, Rick?
Rick Sanchez.
Rick
This
Sanchez.
one, so you'll see behind me, we now have Russia crossed out, and now we've put China in.
Oh, yeah. And might as well put a little bit of a lower third on China and say Iran.
Right,
So
right.
Yeah, I mean, shit, what the fuck? Here we go.
To share with you is not science fiction, and it's neither Russia nor the United States that's executing this thing. It's, you guessed it, again, China.
China
China
China.
this week revealed plans to control the weather. To control the weather.
I thought it
with
was Jewish
technology
space
that will
lasers.
create
No.
artificial rain and or artificial snow as needed. According to a statement from the China State Council, China will have a developed weather modification system by the year 2025 that will be able to change weather in an area the size of India.
No way.
Yeah.
We're not talking about a rain cloud on top of a football field or something. No, the size of India. Beijing says it will use the technology to help with disaster relief and agricultural production and forest and grassland fires, and to deal with unusually high temperatures and or droughts. But wait.
There's more. Shit, there always is.
This is crazy. China has also just taken nuclear technology to a whole new level by flipping the switch for the first time ever on a new fusion reactor.
Oh, cool.
It's called the Taconic reactor. This thing is so powerful, it's literally being called an artificial sun.
Oh, good.
Because it creates a powerful magnetic field that fuses hot plasma to reach temperatures of more than 150 million degrees Celsius.
How does that work?
Which is said to be, 10 times hotter than the core of the.
Why not?
I can't believe that. I can't believe that last part.
I've been reading articles about their artificial sun for 4 or 5 years now. They've been keeping it under wraps, but it's definitely a program that China has been working on. So I believe this is pretty accurate.
Well, yeah, but 2 million degrees hotter than the core of the come on, man. I mean, they're really. You know what?
The nuclear reaction in it?
Yeah, nuclear action. I just, maybe I'm sure maybe it's the context of
maybe Snort can explain it.
Mike. Yeah, Snorky, we need to have a show with you.
Yeah.
I know that Bill Gates has been screwing around with spraying the air with calcium carbonate.
Oh, you freaking conspiracy theorist! Get your silver hat on.
I just read it. I just read it. I
don't care. I don't care. They can testify in front of Congress. Oh wait, they have.
Oh,
and
shoot.
they still.
I'm sorry.
Will be told that it's bullshit.
Yeah, Steven Sheehan says Tacoma is a bust. Well, yeah, probably. I don't know.
But you know what I couldn't help but think of when I was watching this segment? Do you remember General Hospital, the daytime soap that was on for, I don't know, 60 years?
I didn't know. Is it still on?
It might be one of the only ones that survived. Yeah, it might be the one that survived. But anyways, there was a crazy storyline in the 80s with Luke and Laura, and they had the weather machine, and they had to stop Scorpio because he was going to take over the world with his weather machine.
Sounds like you were intimate with that show.
But no, I remember as a kid just saying, oh my God, they could control the weather. That was just mind blowing to even think about it. Even though I think that they've had that ability for many, 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 many years.
Yeah. So, that's General Hospital. Yeah, they had some pretty interesting stories. Now, wasn't All My Children, didn't they do with the Duggars or something where it started on that show, or no?
Those was about a bunch of fucking elites, too. It's always elites.
Yeah. Well, that's like the Hallmark.
Our obsession with the elites. It's because we watch daytime soaps for 60 years.
Well, shit. And then you got the Hallmark channel with their
Cinderella
stories.
Get me started on that. Chick flicks is what I call them. I don't watch chick flicks.
I'm glad the people got work, but gee, many Christmas, none of them have a real job. So it's like, oh my God. Oh my God!
Making fun of Erica Kane.
Yeah, how are the chats doing? Are we doing okay? Not everybody's left yet, right?
No, we're doing good. Hanging in there. We got a couple of more segments. We got some funny ones coming up.
All right. Let's see if we can keep it going without
just plow through them.
Okay, here's Gnome again. What you brought this?
This is Stoner Corner, and there's a new character on Jimmy Dore that is Stone Chomsky.
Stone Chomsky. Oh
yes.
God,
hilarious.
You know what? Be mad at Jimmy, but these are funny segments. I really like it. But don't be mad. I like Jimmy. He's okay.
But first, ask me what my favorite kind of potato is.
No, I'm not going to do that.
Baked.
Baked
Are you sure you don't have zigs at your place? Because now I can't find my lighter again. and you're just the kind of guy who likes to bogart a good blunt, pocket the papers, and then split for a private clam bake. Not cool.
Not cool.
Not cool, man. Oh, that's great. I love
Those
it.
are hilarious.
That's yeah. Yeah, that's a good gnome.
He does a very good gnome.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you, Chanda. What's this? Is this a garbage truck?
Oh, this is Germany. These are the farmers. They took to the streets yesterday. Yeah, I want to say it was yesterday with their tractors.
The farmers in Germany?
The farmers in Germany.
So they need to team up with the farmers in India.
And then I got an email sent to me on Facebook that was telling me about other European countries that like nobody's reporting on that are starting to rise up.
Well, the farmers are starving to death. They're getting screwed. This is that oligarch is controlling the food chain as usual, but worse, they're putting these farmers out of business. They're making them slaves once again. So anyway, Germany, huh? We had India a couple weeks ago.
Yep.
Wow. John Deere or Mercedes.
Just brought all their tractors to town.
Yeah. You ever have one of those run over your toe?
Oh, hell no.
It's snowing. My German's really rusty.
Call Marcus.
Yeah, Marcus. Marcus is probably driving one of those tractors.
I hope so. I just thought this was cool.
No, it is cool. My tractor is about 1/10 the size of those.
Can I even put a cut on this? No, I don't.
No,
you can cut it whenever.
I'll cut it. Yeah, it's just like looks like they're making a statement. You got a cut on it. Anyway, I'll cut it.
Yeah, it was just showing what was going on.
Well, I'm glad that they're getting out in the streets and doing something about it, aren't you? You know?
Yeah, I am. And that's why I bring these clips. I want us here in America to see what other countries are doing and start to wake up and realize we got to fight back against, this oppression.
I think this country is so far behind these other countries that when it finally hits, it's
definitely with money and healthcare.
Yeah, it's going to be shocking. It's going to be shocking.
Yeah.
Hey, hi, Kelly Lane. Kelly Lane's,
Kelly.
Kelly's over in the Natural Progressive. Is that Weird Al? No, I'm weirder than Al. Thank you, Kelly. Yeah, who else we got over there? We got Forcing Climate Info. Maybe Volvo. Yeah, could be. Could be.
Volvo.
Yeah.
Probably
yeah.
Germany.
Yeah. Tobacco Row. Never mind. Yeah. Yeah. So, no, that's good. How's Rockfin doing?
Rockfin's doing awesome. Shout out to we got double digits over there.
Oh my God!
That's
Write this day down. I'm dressed for the occasion.
Down.
Yeah,
I know you are.
Yeah,
We're celebrating on the Rockfin tonight.
Oh, we do have double
just got
digits.
so many.
Rem and Fred Edward and gosh, wow! And when you guys are over there, please hit the thumbs up. That makes everybody happy there at Rockfin. If you could do that, we got a thumbs down too. Thank you for that too. We're always open for opinions. So yeah, probably when I said something.
Well,
bad,
if nobody ever gave us a thumb down, we think we were a freaking.
Yeah,
person, right?
I don't look at those unless I want to announce them.
I don't look at any of it. I have a hard time even looking at comments. I didn't sign on to be a public figure or seek fame or any of that. I just want to get the truth out there and support, this movement and our platform. So I try not to get too wrapped up with all the social chaos of it.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. And again, Roar Media, we want to elevate people of different identities and people of color, and it's women driven. So that's what we're working on.
Exactly.
And we're finding our lane more and more every day. And we have gained 3 more subs or followers over there while the show's been going. So thank you.
Yay.
Thank you guys.
Must have been Klaus. Yeah, Klaus isn't with us tonight. He is a hoot. Klaus Schwab,
yeah.
Klaus
yeah.
Schwab.
I liked Elliot Abrams, too. I thought
that
was good. We got
Pompeo. Pompeo was in there.
God, yeah, Pompeo. Allie brought a lot of those, too.
Yeah.
There, so, yeah.
This is my homeless report for the night. So let's see. Last week was Vegas, and the week before was LA, and here we are for Hollywood.
Well, one thing's for sure. That's not Robert Downey Jr. laying on the ground.
Ah, fuck that guy.
What, Iron Man?
Welcome to the Hollywood Walk of Fame. I'm only going to be here 10 minutes, but I can only feel already how vulnerable it is to be right here on the street. At any time, somebody can come up to you. You have to be really at your lowest point to sleep on the concrete in Hollywood. You feel really unprotected. It's cold and it smells.
Yeah,
luckily, I can go home right now, but for some people, this is reality. They just sleep somewhere on the street. They have nothing but their clothes on their body, and that's it. It's really sad. For him, this is reality. He's laying right next to the stars on the Walk of Fame. People look at him, I just wonder what he's thinking. All he got is like a backpack, a sleeping bag. Does he still have dreams? Or is he just surviving? I think she's at least 60 years old. She's sleeping on a bench at the bus stop right next to the W Hotel where they charge hundreds and hundreds of dollars for a hotel room.
Yeah, and it goes on for a long. This is like a half-hour video. It's heartbreaking, and I bring these reports to remind you guys why we're fighting. You're not going to see this on the mainstream media, and it's an epidemic in our country, like I say every week.
We don't ever see it. I don't watch it that way. I've never seen.
We don't want to see it as a society. We don't want to see it. We shove it under bridges and in doorways and down alleyways, and we have the cops come in and clear encampments and throw every possession they have left away, and we have no solutions, and we just keep moving them around trying to, down south, we have this thing with red ants. Like, you get red ants in your yard, you're probably not going to get rid of them. So what you're going to try to do is push them off to your neighbors, chase them out of your yard with whatever you use to chase them out. And that's what they do to the homeless.
Oh my God. Wow. I don't think I can go to the next. I'm going to have to skip the next one, Chanda, because I'm just down on that one. Yeah.
Okay, go.
You moved it. I moved it. Yeah, give me some
it.
time to recover from my white privilege living in my 1975 mobile home that's dry and clean and safe.
It's hard to go right back into that.
Yeah, Jesus. Okay, yeah. What do we got here? Taylor B.
I'm fixing the deck.
Okay. I broke the deck. It's my fault. I broke the deck, everybody. Hi, Stevie. Steve Wolfbrand. Steve, I got to give you a high five, man. You are always supporting different friends of ours all the time. Thank you so much. And thank everybody who follows and supports our sisters and brothers in independent media. I really do. But I wanted to give Steve a real high five there. I see him quite a bit. And Patty, of course, too. All of you in your own way. But I haven't called Steve out lately. So there you go, Steve. Always great. Thanks. All right, what do you got?
Dex fix. Capitalism has really brainwashed us into thinking that people, where'd you go? Oh, there you go. The people that deserve to be homeless and hungry because they don't go out and earn their survival. I don't want to be a part of this shit, and I don't.
No, I don't either.
This whole pull yourself up by your bootstraps. I know people who've pulled themselves up by their bootstraps so hard the straps is broke over and over and over. It's bullshit.
Yeah. And who's the first one that's going to cast a stone at somebody that hasn't made a mistake in their life? I mean, really, we have become a disposable society.
Yep.
And I understand those people walking by, all those people laying on the ground. It's probably, I know that anybody human would really say, I want to do something, but it's so overwhelming, because what do you do for the next person and the next person and the next person? It's just like, oh God, it's just terrible.
But they have to stop supporting pieces of shit like AOC that say they're going to fight, but then when they get there, they don't. We need champions right now that are going to get in there and fight. Not 4 years from now, not 10 years from now. And that's the freaking problem. They all need to live to fight another day. No, they're fighting for their careers. And we have careerists who promised us the sun in the 90s. Patty Murray, Cantwell. I know
Larson.
Everybody. Larson. Kilmer. We can go on and on and on. All these people have promised us all the same shit we're still fighting for. You don't think we were fighting for Medicare for all in the 90s? We were. We definitely were. We watched Canada get it and we didn't get it, And so we're just stupidly supporting these people who are the ones that keep us down.
Yeah.
So, that's the excuse. I'm tired of the excuse anymore.
Yeah, no more excuses. No more shoring up their positions. Again, Bernie Sanders with the $1,400, AOC with your neighbors spying on you. And you know what? I'm going to be harsh. I'm going to be harsh on all of them. And I'm not going to apologize for coming down on AOC or Bernie when they're wrong. No. That's the problem. If you don't come down on these people when they're wrong, and I'm not just picking on the so-called progressives, because Bernie's been working his ass off his whole career on the issues that mean stuff to people. But when you bend the knee to the establishment under the idea that, I'll yield here and that'll give me something down the road that will benefit the people. That does not work. That does not work. It hasn't worked since Medicare got adopted back in the 60s. That was the last time it really worked for something tangible.
Yeah.
But now you have to hold them accountable and go after both parties, the establishment, no matter who. If you compromise your principles to get something imaginary that you're going to try and do instead of going bold-faced forward, and I'll give Shama Sawant, she fought for that $15 an hour.
She did, but in 2013.
Yes.
That was almost 10 fucking years ago.
Yeah, that's crazy. And with this $15 an hour that I saw recently that they're talking about walking that back now too, it's not going to go into effect if it does, but until 26?
2026.
Are you kidding me, man? So we don't have time. We don't have time. I was talking to Amber King from Brave New Future the other day. And she goes, I don't know if we have time. I don't know if we've got 5 years to regroup and work forward and build this progressive alliance that was going to do something. We have to change our strategy. We have to get loud. We might have to get ugly, but we have to change the strategy. It hasn't worked. We don't have time. The planet's burning up.
Yeah,
the planet is burning up. We're being poisoned daily, and I got to get off my soapbox. I'm just dying here. So it's killing me. So again, we have to get with it. What do we have? Is this 31? Wow. Wow. Look at Oz up there. Holy crap.
That's payback for the cow.
Oh my God. That's payback. That is a Hempler's sausage. No, that is a cucumber. I don't know what the hell that is. That's probably
you're lucky I couldn't get the GFI to work on that because you're shaking it.
Oh my God. That's a foam snake. How dare you? All right. I'll get you next week. What do we got here?
This is job openings in Las Vegas.
Oh, shit.
It is one of the hottest job callouts around. Resorts World is working to staff the Valley's newest entertainment complex for its summer opening. And get this, it's received an astounding 90,000 applicants for just 6,000 job openings. Fox 5's Maddie White has the qualities the resort's talent acquisition leader is looking for in applicants.
The team that's been building this multi-billion-dollar strip project isn't just getting the hotel up, they're also getting the hopes up of thousands in Vegas's hospitality industry.
We are getting very close to 90,000 applications for 6,000 jobs.
That means there are currently about 15 times more applicants than there are positions. This making competition fierce.
The most important thing, though, is the customer service aspect. So we want people who really kind of have that smile in their eyes and really serve our guests.
She says they're also seeing many applicants from outlying states.
California, Arizona, Utah, and New Mexico.
So it's competitive not just due to high volume, but also the experience levels you may be competing against.
The trend that we're finding is there is a lot of individuals who have held higher positions and are working here in things that perhaps are a little lower than what they've done before.
Economist John Restrepo says this is typical in economic downturns.
So a downturn hits as hard as this pandemic hits, it affects all jobs.
Resorts World is slated to open this summer. So far, Lori Calderon says they've hired about 400 employees. She encourages those who may be rejected to continue applying, even for other positions at the resort for which they may be qualified.
Oh, we're so screwed.
I know,
Jesus.
right?
Hey, we got 14 over on the Rockfin. Yay. Thank you, guys. That's great. We're building the numbers over there. Oh my God! This is nuts.
Well, and that's just exactly what we're going to start seeing. I mean, we're so screwed. We're so screwed.
Yeah, we are so screwed. Who said that? Somebody said something. Sarah says Oz was packing.
What was he packing?
Yeah, Beanie Babies.
I'm still collecting Beanie Babies.
Oh my God, yeah, that's where they are. So anyway, Chanda, Hollyweird. This one, yum. I tried to get the movie to work, but I had to use the GIF. But this is Chanda in her dual life as an actress. She got a part on Vikings. And you looking good there, Chanda.
I still haven't watched Vikings. I've wanted to, but I could never get all the seasons. I'm one of those, if I can't watch the whole series, I don't want to watch part of it.
Yeah, no, that's cool. Is that strawberry jam you're putting out of your lips there? Yeah, that's really good. That's a long GIF, man. There it is. Strawberry jam. Yeah, wow, you are a badass. I got to tell you, I was quite the archer when I was a young man. I won a couple of competitions, and now I probably would shoot myself with a bow and arrow. So,
well, I got you back, and I put you in Vikings too.
Oh, you did.
I did.
I didn't know. Oh my God. Wow.
To shoot yourself with the bow and arrow.
Oh yeah. Oh,
that big old sword though.
Jeez.
You cut your Beanie Baby off.
Yeah, I cut my Beanie Baby off. Wow. God, thanks for not doing the Braveheart thing, because I wince every time I see that. No, thank you, Chanda. I appreciate that.
I haven't even thought of putting you in Braveheart.
Oh, don't do it. That poor William Wallace. I mean, he got disemboweled and spread.
Yeah,
I feel like that every time I get a bill, it's just one more limb or appendage that I get knocked off. Thanks, Chanda. That was fun.
Yeah.
That was fun. Oh, we got bunker time again.
Okay, so now we're at the number one dumb in the world, which is deep underground military base, where the elite are going to go hide from us when they decide to get rid of us.
Oh, shit. I'm just going to get with Patty Tweets and pop some popcorn or something. And it's just like, wow. Okay.
Number 1. Vivos Europa 1. Vivos is a company that is dedicated exclusively to making underground bunkers for the wealthy. So it comes as almost no surprise that they would be the creators behind the most expensive underground bunker of all time, which is expected to sell for at least $1 billion. Europa 1, much like the other bunkers on our list, is an extensive complex with multiple apartments and communal areas. There is over 220,000 square feet of living space and an additional 43,906 square feet of warehouses and offices above ground. The area above the facility also has a train depot for delivering supplies and people to the bunker in case of emergency. There are 3 tunnels to enter the facility, each of which is protected by 3 doors which ensure the lock is airtight, radiation-proof, biological warfare-proof, and blast-proof.
Oh, it gets
There's
better.
even gates and guard towers surrounding the above-ground facilities. Europa 1 has everything on lockdown, and that includes their plan for the moment the apocalypse begins. Members will land their private jets or helicopters, and then they will be whisked inside the facility to their private quarters. Protective suits will be provided in the case of biological or radioactive threats, and the upper level of the facility is outfitted with several vehicles, as well as hunting, fishing, and gardening equipment. Each family is given a fully furnished apartment. It is something out of a futuristic magazine. The entire walls of the bedroom are LED screens, and all the furniture is as luxurious as it comes. But it is the common areas where the Europa 1 truly shines. There are roadways, bakeries, restaurants, English pubs, chapels, computer rooms, classrooms, hair salons, pet kennels, hydroponic gardens, a hospital, and even its own television and radio station. In truth, it is much more like an underground city than a simple complex. There's also a full pool, a spa, and a movie theater with a starry sky. Though living in a bunker isn't all fun and games, there are some rather serious things that need to be addressed in the creation of the bunker. Europa 1 will also serve as a museum for zoological species, DNA samples, precious artifacts, and a hall of records meant to survive any catastrophe. As far as doomsday prepping goes, I'd say Europa 1 is a fairly...
What?
They got us covered. We're covered.
We're covered. Yeah,
they're gonna save DNA and samples of all the human species. It's like Noah's Ark.
That's a tomb. That's a tomb. That's a tomb.
Nice room of death.
This is Titan AE, that movie, that animated movie with what's his name? Titan. They had this big spaceship that had DNA from everything. Yeah, this is a tomb. When it gets to the point where I need to go to someplace like that, I'm going to sit down and take a bottle of pills. Yeah. I mean, why would you even want to do that? I don't get it.
No, Peace Dove wants you to head over, come hang out with them, right?
Peace Dove, where do I go, Peace?
Yeah. So if the world was ending, you come over, right?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it'd be cool, and I'll probably try and entertain on the way out the door. That was a sick report in so many ways. So
yeah, so that's the end of my Holly weird dumb bunkers.
No, that was really good. So we've got this is a better spot for this, I think.
Yeah, we're almost done. We've got one more spot. We got the movie, which is just a fun uncut. So.
Yeah, I see you got my snake wig up there. That's good. I'm looking good there. Medusa Oz. I like that. This is break.
Your head's looking a little bloody.
Yeah, it is. It's it's like I'm surprised too. That's how I look when I get up in the morning. So anyway.
You wanted hair, I gave you hair.
Yeah, that's a nice one. You got breaking. Donald Trump Jr. has snorted Kimberly Guilfoyle. Yeah, Guilfoyle. Yeah. Chanda and I were talking earlier, and you asked me what I was going to do this weekend, and I was, I'm going to do the same thing that I do every weekend. As a matter of fact, I recorded what I did last weekend.
Okay.
This is the regular weekend for Oz, and I hope you guys can appreciate this because I really, I go to a lot of effort to do this.
Jeez.
I like it.
Oh, the good old days.
Can you blame me? Can you blame me? Really? You know?
Oh, you're funny.
I just hope that doesn't give Hunter Biden any ideas. Oh, wait.
Yeah, right.
Never mind. Never mind.
Your heart would explode.
Well, that was demon dust. That wasn't any chemical or controlled thing. It was demon dust. So, yeah, anyway. Yeah, well, we're about ready to head out, but what do we got? What's this one? We got a movie? Is that what we got?
Yeah, this is our movie of the week.
Our movie of the week. Okay, this is the last one. Everybody.
This one's pretty harsh, I gotta say. But
yeah, it is pretty harsh. So everybody that likes AOC, you know,
trigger warning. Trigger warning.
You better leave now. So okay, here we go. And this was approved by Oz. Blame Oz. So here we go.
Do you guys totally remember when I invented Pop-Tarts? Oh man. Woo! That takes me back to the time I was shot at. Wait a minute. You were shot at too?
Oh, this is the wrong one.
I know what that's like. I tell you, if I had $1 for every time I was shot at. Yeah.
Yeah, it is the wrong one.
What's the wrong one?
Where is that one?
Damn it.
You want to put...
Okay, I mean, I could go grab it real fast.
Go grab
but...
it. We don't want to cheat everybody from
okay.
movie time. I was saying, God, this didn't look like this. So, yeah. Anyway, I will do a brief intermission here. Shanda was at the Cabana the other day, and this is her part-time job.
No, that's Carnival, man.
Carnival, yeah. No,
Carnival.
I can't wait till you do a Cirque du Soleil. That's what I really want to see. You flying
I
a
love
rope.
swinging off the rope.
Yeah, I mean, really. What do you guys think? I will give her, 9 out of 10? I think that's good. You know, I love the feathers. Purple, I love it. I think I like that. Yeah, I like that Wonder Woman 1984, the gold outfit there. That's pretty cool.
That's your favorite one.
Yeah,
okay,
that's my favorite. Yeah, don't waste your time on that movie. But yeah, that would have been better, I think. So
right.
Yeah, but we've got that. Thank you, Shanda, for that brief intermission. Now
I like the blue and silver. That's my
favorite. You like the
favorite.
blue and silver? I like the
blue and silver.
headgear there. Is that electrodes or what is that? I think we should go back to Oz and his wig there. We want to give our Patreons a shout out.
Yes. Here. Oh my gosh, our Patreons. You guys are so special to us, and we've been picking up a lot of shows this week, and we've been busy, been out there doing a lot of I don't know, cross-posting. What do you want to call it?
Yeah, cross-posting. Yeah,
cross-posting.
Yeah, on Twitter. Twitter. We've been cross-posting the hell out of all of our sisters and brothers over there on
We want to
Rockfin.
do a special show just for Patreons.
Yes.
So
yes.
let's get it figured out.
Yeah, and we want to get together with all of our friends in social media. I admit, Shannon and I both admit, we're the quirky ones of the group. A little quirky. I'm just playing quirky. Weird, but Patreons. We got Patreons, and we have Patreons and donors up here too. We have Marcus Kranz there from No Joke, and of course these two are the last Marcus, two that I've added, and Irish Dim Sum.
Thank you.
She's on there, and again, I want to thank everybody that supports and goes to our Patreons. Really nice. How you doing on that? Are you about ready?
Yeah, it's 5 something long. You want to go 5 minutes with it, or
we promised him a movie, so
okay, it's funny, it's worth it.
Yeah,
so
that's 38. That's this one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, to movie time.
Time.
Peace has got the popcorn ready, waiting for the movie. Here's the movie we promised. Here it is. Okay, and pull the trigger. There we go.
Good evening. Here at Congress, we like to give out awards to people who are role models, heroes, and amazing, smart, educated people. This year's winner for all-around hero, role model, and smart person is none other than social media influencer and bartender, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
Oh my gosh, I won.
Yep.
I won.
Yes.
I did it. Oh my gosh, I can't believe this is happening?
Settle down.
I am so good at crying.
Pretty good. So before we give AOC her awards, let's take a look back at some of her most heroic and amazing times.
Oh my gosh, are you guys getting this? Did you take the picture? I can't believe this is happening. It's like the humanity. It's like you're putting parking lots in cages. You're putting parking lots in cages. Let the parking lots go. What is wrong with this country? I just can't. I just
Scene from
can't.
Exodus in the background.
Did you take the picture? Oh my gosh, I can't breathe. This is so hard. What is wrong with this country? I can't stop crying. I'm starting to dry up. Can I get some more Vicks Vapor Rub, please? So there I was. I was face to face with like the most incredible danger anyone has ever seen before. I mean, it was like maybe only like half a second or like a second or like 3 seconds or like half of 3 seconds. I don't know, but it's like, to me, it felt more like 4 minutes than 3 seconds. And in that 4 minutes, it felt like 45 minutes and 3 seconds. I mean, I felt like it was the end. It was over. I mean, all of my accomplishments, all of my tweets, all of my videos gone. My dance video, everything. And it's all because of that racist Ted Cruz and his gangster friends. I just didn't know what to do. I saw G, my personal assistant. He said, run! Run! He said, run and hide! I felt like I was in the movie Taken. I mean, I was so scared, and I am a bartender. I was so scared, and it's like, I thought I could be the hero, but I froze, like frozen. I was so cold. I was so cold. But I was able to make it to my personal bathroom. I seriously jumped in the bathroom like a kangaroo, but then I realized I should have jumped into the closet, but it was too late. It was too late. I was now trapped in my personal bathroom, so I hid behind the door, and then I heard it. The monster behind the door.
Pretty accurate.
Yeah, it's scary.
Where is she? He was banging on my door. Bang, bang, bang. Where is she?
Cue the thumbs down.
Standing on my eyes.
Shit.
He was white. I had never been so scared before. Where is she? And then I just, it's like I saw it. He got inside. Ted Cruz and his gangsters got in my office. And it was at that moment I thought it was over. So, I got behind the bathroom door of my personal bathroom, and I was like, why am I not live streaming this? I am a social media influencer. I should be live streaming this, but I mean, I thought it was all over. I mean, there's nothing else. I don't know. You have to understand. I mean, this is like happening in like 3 seconds, but it's gonna take me like 90 minutes to explain what happened. I'm a spiritual person, and then out of nowhere in my personal bathroom, a white male came in my personal office. And he screamed, where is she? Where is she? And then, I was like the most quiet that I've ever been. I mean, I barely even checked my Twitter account the whole entire time this was going on. And it was the scariest 3 seconds of my life, but like it just felt like 4 minutes. And then I don't even know how I was breathing. I can say it. How am I doing this? And then what seemed like an eternity of like total fear, like came my assistant G, who yelled, hey. And I was like, hey. And G was like, hey, it's okay. It's just a white police
God,
officer.
does this end?
He's paid to protect you. And I was like, no, get him away. G said it's okay, I can come out now, but the damage was done. Ted Cruz and his gangsters, they ruined me. And I was like, so how am I didn't know what to do. So I took a deep breath. And I went and I sat down at my desk, and I thought to myself out loud, I said, Alexandria, how are you going to make this experience about you? And I was like, I could like totally make a video, and it's like, I was like, it's tough, but it's like, I know now what it feels like to be in the military. I know what it's like to serve now. For that brief 3 seconds. I know what it's like to be a soldier. So the next time you see me, I want you to say to me, and you repeat after me, AOC, thank you for your service. I deserve, honestly, I mean, seriously, I deserve a Medal of Honor for what I did. Most people would run, but not me. I stood there in my personal bathroom like a soldier. You're welcome, America. You're welcome. I just want to thank everybody for You really like me.
Oh
Yay.
my God.
That was troll. Can you imagine though? Her live stream was 45 minutes. That was only for 5 minutes.
I know. I was dying there. I got a question for her after that. I would ask her, how do you think Julian Assange feels?
Right? Right?
Really? I mean,
oh my God.
You know, I mean, really. Manning, the rest of them, you know?
Yeah.
And and you know what? Those of you who are going to say, "Oh, you're being insensitive," if you're foolish enough to say that to us.
At this point,
At this point, really? She's wanting your neighbors to rat you out for stuff that you're not even going to do.
Yeah. Yeah. Her army.
Her army. She is violating her oath of office, in my opinion.
Your critical thinking skills need to kick the fuck in because this is authoritarian.
Yeah.
It's Orwellian.
Yeah.
It's,
This is definitely, this is off the charts. And again, I'm sensitive to anybody who has been assaulted, raped, and everything else. But she has used this in such a weaponized way. It's makes me ill. So anyway,
makes me old. Yeah, they do a good stuff. I mean, they're a really far right site. I mean, they were Trump supporters over the last few years, but they go after the Dems pretty accurately, though. I mean, the stuff that they come up with is pretty accurate.
Yeah, they got a lot of kudos over there in the chats. Really, does she believe Tara Reid?
Right, that's been my comeback forever now, a year. You know, like don't tell me about the Me Too movement if you're not going to believe Tara Reid.
Shalasky. Do you believe Tara Reid? Yeah. I honestly.
Or Rosa McGowan or any of the other women who've come forward that have been slighted by the Me Too movement because of Alyssa Solano and those pieces of shit.
Yeah, exactly so. And one of the comments, I can't remember who said it, I apologize, over at the Natural Progressive Roar Media. They were talking about Robert Downey Jr. working for his CAA insurance. That's exactly. We've got hypocrites. We got hypocrites, fools, thieves, liars, sellouts. And I agree with many people about we have mediocre people that are easily bought representing the American public.
That's the whole point.
And if you don't think you can talk to them because of their stature, it's a rigged game. And they've been given the pulpit and the microphone. But if you could ever get them on your level out in a non-biased forum, you'd probably tear them to shreds.
Oh yeah.
So don't underestimate what you can do. The power of words, like the pen, is mightier than the sword if you use them right. And,
one of my favorite quotes here at Roar is, the truth is like a lioness. Set it free and it'll defend itself. And we have the truth, and that's all we need to slay these people.
Here, absolutely. Announcement time.
Announcements.
Chanda's
going to sleep for the next 2 days because I have been on a runner this week, man. I've been show after show after show.
Oh yeah,
but you have too. You need a break too.
Yeah, I don't. Just hang me. I'll just do it because this is my end for, getting the voices out there in media that we need to do. Anyway, Monday night. The Monday Night Dive evening edition.
Oh yeah,
yeah. We got a big show, and we have Frank Analysis is going to be on with Ali Alexandra.
I love Ali. Gosh, you told me, you're going to love Ali, and I do love Ali.
Yeah, she is terrific. And we're going to have a special guest, Carrie Wallace, Washington State advocate for whole Washington, SB 5204. She's going to give us a segment on her success today. She got the LD 20 in Washington State to endorse whole Washington.
Nice.
That is a universal healthcare system, system for Washington State. And the importance of that is, once the states start doing it, other states are going to want it, and it's going to just blow up. So we're going to...
Well, you threw down the gauntlet, you guys, today with this shit. So now I want to see all these other LDs across Washington State pushing your local Democrats to endorse a resolution to support this bill so we can get it out of committee. And so challenge is accepted, and I'm going to get into my Dems and push.
Yeah, just do it. The whole Washington Initiative, we're just asking Annette Cleveland, who is, and I'm not going to ask nicely, she is bought by her donors. I don't give a shit what she says. She gets thousands and thousands of dollars from the donor class to block anything that has anything to do with actual single payer. And the phony ones that they put up, they will put those up because they know they have no chance of passing. So once again, we got a great show Monday night on the Evening Dive, 7 Pacific. Looking
Yay.
forward to meeting Franco in our Zoom.
Me too.
And Amber, Chanda, Franco, Ali, Alexandra, and our special guest, Carrie Wallace. And then it's back to another fun-filled week of getting the shit beat out of us for calling out bullshit.
I know, right?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine because we're gonna.
We wear it well.
We do. What are we going out with tonight?
We're going out with some steampunk System of the Down Toxicity.
Oh, God, I love it. Thank you, everybody, for your support over on Rockfin, on the Natural Progressive, over on Roar Media Live, and the other 3 platforms, Twitch, Twitter, and what else? We got another one out there.
Twitch, Twitter, Rockfin.
Yeah, we got
Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook. That's it. Facebook. Facebook is another one that's dead platform walking. So that's going to be gone here hopefully soon.
I'm glad to see it fucking go.
Yeah,
I mean, I've mastered Facebook. I will say I was one of those people, but I will not miss it.
Oh, yeah. They have instituted new security measures to make sure that we don't have free speech.
Yeah, I got my convo on.
Yeah, Convo Couch. Check out our sister and brothers, Sister Fee, Brother Johnny, and Brother Pasta.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody. And yes, big hearts to everybody. Have a great night. Thank you.
It's been a good show.
Thank
See
you
you guys on Monday night.
Ciao.
Software version 7.0. Looking at life through the eyes of a tire hub. Eating seeds as a pastime activity. The toxicity of our city. What do you own the world? How do you own disorder? Now somewhere between the sacred silence and asleep. Somewhere between the sacred silence and asleep. Disorder. Flashlight